Stay tuned, everybody, because it's time for the Playin on Music Row podcast with your host, Fran. Heard each week on this station. And now, here's Fran.
Fraser Newcombe, an award-winning singer-songwriter from Nova Scotia, Canada, who has made a name for himself singing the music he truly loves, being country music, and being more specific traditional country. He recently decided to write a song as a tribute to one of his country heroes, George Jones. Some say this will be his next number one, so you be the judge. This is Fraser Newcombe with my tribute to George Jones.
There's a lot of country singers the good Lord called to rest. Of all those country singers, I think George Jones was the best. There's entertainers out there that's tried to sing his way, but unlike him, they couldn't sing. He stopped loving her today. The good Lord called George Jones away. They placed a wreath upon his door. We won't see him anymore. Now he's been called quite often, No-Show Jones and the Possum, but he still moved on, sang his song. He'll never be forgotten, one of the greatest singers the world has ever known. Will always be remembered as the legend called George Jones. He stopped loving her today. The good Lord called George Jones away. They placed a wreath upon his door. We won't see him anymore. We know he had his troubles, like many of us do, but he still moved on, sang his song that pleasured me and you. He's gone but not forgotten, his legacy lives on. Wherever you roam, you'll hear George Jones singing his country song. He stopped loving her today. The good Lord called George Jones away. They placed a wreath upon his door. We won't see him anymore. Who's gonna fill his shoes? Who's gonna sing them songs? Who's gonna play the possum now that George is gone? He stopped loving her today.
And that was it.
Well, that was fantastic. Maybe you can tell us a little bit how that, I mean, it's well produced and everything. Tell us a little bit how it came about and produced and who did the video.
Well, my good friend down here, he does videos for me and does a lot of my
social media work. But that's who did the video. The song came about after I heard about George Jones passing. So I thought, oh my God, one of the greatest singers ever, in my opinion, and to hit the stage. So I just sat down one evening and that song I wrote, it just come to me like that. So, he was noted as the possum and late for shows and so on and so forth. So that's how it came about. And I just, one of those things.
Where do you record your music?
Where do I record? At a Triple J Studios down here. I've got he plays in my band, the guy that does the recording. He's a bandmate. So we just do it. They're doing it in his basement actually, but he has a recording studio in the basement. And he does a lot of local recordings around. So, and he's been playing with me and my band for years now, several years, I should say. And he does a good job. He's a multi-instrumentalist himself, and he plays in several bands actually. So that's where I record most of my music, is right in there. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to record another 10 songs I just wrote. And after the holiday, his wife had some surgery, so he couldn't do it prior to that. So, so we're going to get ready to start in the new year to record another. Probably my last recording. I said that 10 recordings ago. But anyway, that's how that all came about, Fran. So other than that, and I wrote songs. A tribute song to Boxcar Willie and Hank Snow, and the Battery Radio. I don't know if you heard that one or not, but that's been played all over Europe and down states and all over Canada and everything.
Okay, I've heard about that, but I've heard of the song "Dreamin'," which you received a lot of airplay, and you actually have a lot of airplay in other songs too. Can you tell us about your success, your chart success?
Oh, the chart success. Well, I've charted Hank Snow on the Battery Radio charted #1 with Diamondback Records, and that's out of Hawaii actually, but he's also in the States. And I won an award for that one. And Dreaming was another one that went on the charts, Cashbox charts, and different charts. I don't know. I don't even pay any attention to it, tell you the truth. So they appear on the charts and they send me them once in a while. I got a drawer full of stuff like that. I mean, over in Europe, I was big over there. And I just came back from playing down in France. We played France and Scotland, England, Ireland, and I debuted a song I wrote about the vet France, and that went over. And that I debuted that song there, and that went over pretty big. I had my picture taken with the mayor of France. So anyway, I thought that was only back in last year. So then there's several other charts. Down here I've hit #1 on songs I wrote, Where the Fish Gone Molly, and more maritime than anything. It's a lot of. I got about 10 CDs or 11 CDs out there. So, but different. And then I wrote a bunch of Christmas songs and stuff like that. So I played down in Nashville. I played Nashville Center Stage. The Springs in Nashville with Josie Awards, and played on with Lulu Roma and Stonewall Jackson, them guys. And that was back in 2012, somewhere around there. And we had quite a time down there. And I played Branson, and we did a couple of tours of USA down in Somerset, Kentucky. Played the Carnegie Hall down there, and I don't know, all over the place. There's so many places that it's hard to mention them all.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know of course you mentioned George Jones and your fellow Canadian Hank Snow. So, but who are some of the other writers or artists that have influenced you?
Boxcar Willie is one. So I went to Branson and visited Boxcar's grave, and I sang a song, sat down on his gravestone and sang a song that I wrote about him. My tribute to Boxcar Willie. And and there's other ones too. There's George Hamilton IV. I opened for George Hamilton IV. Tommy Cash, Johnny Cash's brother. We did shows together. And I don't know, just a lot of them down there. And I was down at Keith. I was down to Keith's studio several times, and Keith and I get along quite well, and his brother. And,
Okay. Well, we're gonna play the song "I'm a Superstar" in the old folks' home.
a local old folks home.
Yeah, we're gonna play that, and then you can maybe tell us a little bit about that. Well, it sounds like you had a lot of fun there.
Yeah, that was our Christmas show we did a couple of years ago. We had a lot of fun. That's just a crazy song we come up with. That was I'm thinking about my sisters there. Kathleen's on the mid pan. That's my sister. That's my other sister playing with me there on my right there. She plays with us all the time. She plays banjo and guitar and stuff like that. So we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, that sounds like that's fun.
That's just a fun song. I do quite a few fun songs and try to get the audience going and get them wound up. And that's what the name of the game. Having fun is the name of the game.
That's right. Well, yeah. I mean, you've been in this music game a long time. When did you first start writing and performing your songs?
Oh my goodness, a long time ago, probably 20 years ago, and something like that. I started. Actually, it was kind of weird how I started because I just sitting around and we had a family band called the Newcombe, which is my last name, and they're all Newcombe. And so I just started writing the odd song, and Well, the first song I ever wrote was a sequel to I Hired a Wino. So, because but my buddy used to drink quite a bit and all that stuff. So, and it starts with, I used to be a wino, never had a home. And that goes way, way back. And then his wife got a hold of it. She thought it was fantastic and all that stuff. So I just continued on after that. I just once in a while I get the urge to write a song, and I'd write one and keep on going, down the way. So for the last few years, I wrote more than I normally do because I have more time on my hands. But you don't have too much time in your hand when you're a young fellow running around. All right. But anyway, but I have a lot of fun with it. And like I just wrote a few songs. I wrote another gospel song and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna play another one song you wrote, which is called "Working on a Coal Boat."
Oh,
Then we can tell us about that after we play that one.
okay.
Well, I left Cape Breton on a coal boat for St. John, Newfoundland. I met a little girl named Sally, and I took her by the little white hand. She said, "No way, friend, I know what you said. I won't go along with this plan. You've been working on the coal boat pipe, and you're nothing but a dirty old man. You've been working on the coal boat pipe, and you're nothing but a dirty old man." Yeah, well, I had to think of something real fast, you know. Well, I'm gonna quit the dirty coal boat. I wanna live in Newfoundland. I'll buy a suit and get married, put her in about her little white hand. She said, "No way, friend, I know what you said. I won't go along with the plan. But I'm still working on the coal boat fight, and be just like a dirty old man. I'm still working on the coal boat fight, and I'm nothing but a dirty old man." It was sometime later on the coal boat, got a little letter from home. She said, "Brady was the good boy, but the little bugger wanted to roam." He said, "It's too bad, he got you for a dad. Hope it makes you feel real grand." Now he's gone working on the coal boat fight, and he just like a dirty old man. Yeah, he's gone working on the coal boat fight, and he just like a dirty old man. So come on, you buggers on the coal boat, you wanna live in Newfoundland. You need yourself a little girlfriend, put her in about her little white hand. If she turns her back and says, "No way, Jack," you won't go along with this plan. Just keep working on the coal boat pipe, but you're nothing but a dirty old man. Just keep working on the coal boat pipe if you want to be a dirty old man. He had left Cape Breton on a coal boat, St. John, Newfoundland. Good old Sally was a wig. I took her by the little white hand. She said, "No way, friend, I know what you said. I ain't gonna lie with your plan. You ain't gonna quit the coal boat pipe, 'cause I love you, you dirty old man. You ain't gonna quit the coal boat pipe, 'cause I love you, you dirty old man."
Good old stump and tumble.
That's another fun song. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Oh, that's just a song. That's just stuff we come up with. Just a bunch of foolishness with on the coal boat, because they used to run coal boats from Newfoundland and Nova Scotia to Newfoundland, and they come to port to get a girlfriend and all that stuff, and it's just a bunch it's just a bunch of foolishness, actually. But it's a lot of fun. It's a fun song.
It was fun. It's fun. It's good to have that. How is your music career being promoted?
Actually, by myself, pretty much. Diamondback Records do quite a good job on it, and Big Records now they do a little bit of it. Eileen Build, and she's starting to promote me quite a bit now. And but I did a lot of it on my own, just and I never really had a promoter as per se. And but Keith Bradford done a lot for me back in the day, back a few years back. I don't think he's still done. what's the other guy's name there? We used to work with Keith on the radio. Him and the lady, I forget their names now. But anyway, Steve Quick. Steve Quick did some promoting for me on radio. And just and Carl Skaggs down in Somerset, Kentucky. He promoted me one time. We did a big tour down there. We did all the gummy camps with Tim Hedler and them guys, and we did some theaters there in Branson. And I've been around. I've been around a little bit, so to speak.
Yeah.
But my dream was to play on the Grand Ole Opry. So I don't know if that'll ever come about or not. But anyway, that was my biggest dream.
Sure. Well, I can tell you've been around a lot, but and you've played with a lot of artists. Can you tell us some of the artists you've played with, opened for, and stuff?
Well, I played with Tommy Cash, some of the major artists, and George Hamilton IV. I opened for him, and when we were down in the center stage there in Nashville, there was Stonewall Jackson's band and Lulu Roma, Michael Twitty, and a whole bunch of them at that time. That was an all day and evening thing. They wanted me to stay back and play some more that night, but I had a plane to catch, and I had to catch the plane back. I would have liked to stay because we got along good with all of them. And who else? And when I opened for Hank Snow a lot of times. I never opened for him, but we do every year there's a big Hank Snow tribute down here, and people come from the States. They come from all over. There's thousands of people. So the song I wrote, Hank Snow on the Battery Radio, that's in the museum down there. So and a lot of people like that one. But I was at Tommy Cash's home and stuff like that. Him and I got along really well. We did several shows together. So I played with different bands down. I can't think of their names, half of them now. Different bands. We played at Nashville Center Stage and the Palace, BB King's, Tootsie's. So I played a lot of all them places.
Okay. Well, I know you played a lot. That's cool. How can our listening audience find out more about Fraser Newcombe?
I would say how can you find out more?
Yeah.
Eileen has a lot of stuff on, and you can go on my website, Fraser Newcombe music.com. There's a lot of stuff on there, I think. Should be. And I played all over. I played Nova Scotia, PEI, Ontario. We just finished a tour last year of Ontario up there. We were up there for a week and a half doing the tour, and that went over quite well. And they wanted back again this summer, but I don't know if I'm going to go back there. I don't know what I'm doing actually. There's quite a few. Because Eileen and them are trying to put some stuff together, I guess, to go back to Europe and Paris and stuff like that. Hopefully.
Well, you're an artist that's wanted. That's very good. Well, I've asked you a lot of questions. Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you'd like to share with the listening audience?
Well, let me know. Well, I just like the people to listen to it, and if they want if they want any records of mine or CDs of mine, that's all they got to do is shoot me an email, fraser@bellalliance.net. And you can just Google up Fraser's Newcombe music.com, and you can get the information there. And I think that's pretty much it. You can get it from Eileen or Big Records, or Google up Big Records. They got it there. Or Rise Up TV. They have. We did some tours with Rise Up TV. In Canada and over to Europe. It was all, and I think they're going to go back down to Texas and that. And Rogers Music Promotion used to promote me a lot. and he's out of Arkansas, and we did a tour down through there in Arkansas too. Excuse me, and but we have a lot of. I've been on the road a lot, and I would like to. But my dream is to get on the Grand Ole Opry if at all possible, and go from there. That would probably be the highlight of my career.
I'd say so. Well, Fraser, I tell you, the Nashville Broadcasting Network wants to thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. Thank you so very much.
Oh, you're quite welcome. It's a pleasure. It's a real honor to be talking to you people. And anytime you wish to talk, give me a holler and we can do it again.
Sure will. Thank you so much.
And if you want to shoot me your address, I can send you when I get a copy of the new CD. I'll send you a copy of the new CD.
Yeah, we will do that.
Yeah, just shoot me an email and I'll get with your address and we'll get you some stuff in the mail to you if you want.
Okay, we sure will. I'll do that. Thank you, Fraser.
Thank you, Fran, and it's been a real pleasure.
Okay, have a Merry Christmas.
You too. Bye-bye.